Hey guys, welcome back to playing Desire and Decorum, Book 1, Chapter 10. The races are afoot. Who will catch your eye? Which house's horse will ride to victory? Yo, are we doing this like how we did in the Royal Romance? How we kind of had like a little horse race? So it's kind of like a little race that we did. Who will catch my eye? Miss Parsons, of course, because I am pursuing Miss Parsons. Miss Parsons. Love you, Miss Parsons. As the wonderful estate Edgewater. That I did. Oh yeah, our dad fell ill. I just remember. Chapter 10, on your marks. I just remember. That our dad fell ill. And Miss Mark cashed his card game. Daddy, no. You hold the urgent letter from your father in your hands, reading its words carefully. What's the latest news from Edgewater? His father, he's fallen ill. Excuse me, I need a moment. We need to go slap Henrietta. You rush outside, the cold night's air stinging your face, lean against the townhouse, taking a few deep breaths. Can this really be happening? Yes, I believe it. After a few minutes, the front door opens again. Your grandmother joins you outside. Grandmother? Miss Parsons. Miss Parsons informed me about the letter. What does it say, Dakota? You hold out the letter and read it out loud. My dearest Dakota, April 9th, 1860. I mean to cause no alarm, but I desire to inform you of the news in my own hand before the story reach you from another. I write to say I've been taken to bed with a chill. The doctor was initially concerned it was becoming a fever, but I assure him, and I assure you, I will recover quickly. Really, Dad, are you? I only tell you this, so that others do not cause you to fret over me. Please do not worry yourself, my darling daughter. What affection is deep. Father, no, don't die. Yo, if they kill off our dad, I'm a riot. If fever sounds serious, perhaps it would be best to go to him. My dear, my son is not worried, and neither am I. He would tell us if we should. Besides, we had that tough Cordonian blood flowing through us. For now, you honor him best by trying to find a good master to secure your title. Yeah, because even if he does die, as long as as long as we marry someone and, get that inheritance, we Gucci. Like grandmother. That's the last thing I was to do. You have a point. Father wanted me to enjoy the season. You take a deep breath, take a deep comment, bro. Yes, the best thing we can do is take your mind off it. Ideally, somewhere you could be seen by London's finest. I know the races. I may not be able to spend much time outdoors at my age, but your youth and complexion could easily handle it. The races? Indeed, I've even heard whispers that Duke Richards will be in attendance, and he's very, don't even mention him. I'm more worried about Father than seeing to do, really. Am interested in other people who might be there, yes. Can't wait to see the horses, yes! Horses! I'm gonna say that. Prince Mrs. Sinclair. No, grandmother. No, 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 no. Prince Mrs. Sinclair, or Prince Hamby, or Mr. Chambers. If I were in my prime, I'll be looking forward to seeing them as well. No. So when the wind picks up and you shiver at the cold against your skin. No, lady grandmother. But we can continue this another time. We should turn to the party. On the day of the races. You in your bedroom getting ready for the races when your grandmother is holding a spectacular blue and gold dress in her arms, which we're not going to wear. Except for this dress, the moment you agreed to attend the band. It's one I used to wear when I was a lady of the house. It's gorgeous. Your grandmother hands you the dress and you run your fingers over the delicate gold embroidery. No one would dare question my low birth in a gown like this. You know, Edgewater breeds and sells racehorses. We'll have quite a few of our lines represented there. I shall look forward to picking out our thoroughbreds from Stan. Glad riders represent us in Edgewater Cuz. I'm sure they'll be pleased to have you cheer for them. I'm almost certain they win more races when they can see some. So So that's like no question that we're going to lose then. You must try it on. Seeing you in the stress will give a heart to all the jockeys. I'm certain of it. If you both insist. Wear auto breaks to increase your social standing and make an impression as you represent Edgewater. Ooh, it does look nice, but no. I'll enjoy the competition more in something comfortable. At least you'll be showing the gingery your true colors, even if you aren't representing Edgewater. Nope. Come, let's go. We don't want to miss anything. Calm yourself there. It's best to wreck fashionably late, so all the suits will be there when you make your entrance. Fair, though I'll still keen on seeing all the races. Very well, I can see your carriage downstairs. Off you go now. So, Grandma, what are you going to be doing while we're gone? Not long after you and Briar set off for the races, the two of you look out the window in anticipation. Perhaps the handsome jockey would take a liking to me, and we'll ride off into the sunset again. Then you hope. Like, you're literally just trying to, like, go after every guy, Miss Dally. Oh, Briar. Alright, Mr. Mildcaster, Mr. Woods, not exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Now you must flirt with some poor jockeys as well. If it's true love, who could turn it away? Don't you say that about every guy? You and Briar laugh uncontrollably until you realize the carriage is not going this normal pace. Why have we slowed to a crawl? Suddenly you come to a full stop, you pull back the curtain and look out. Oh my, the street is clogged with wagons and carriages as far as I can see. Clearly all your eligible suitors rushed to the event when they heard you were attending. Suddenly you hear a sharp knock at the door. You open it to find a familiar face beaming up at you. Prince Hammy, Lady Dakota. Prince Hammy. What are you doing here? I spied the Edgewater crest from across the road. I have come to rescue you from all these carriages, really. My hero. Not really. Briar lets out a small excited squeal. You playfully push her arm. Relax yourself. When I saw the road was so blocked, I decided to walk. The day is too early to waste in a carriage. It looks as if it goes on for ages. I've never seen so many carriages. Yes, it's not good, but mixed races seem all the more grand, no? Absolutely. I hadn't realized there would be so many people in it. Wait, so am I still wearing my gown that I sleep in? No, we gotta change that. I thought we was gonna change it. Dang it, I can't change it. Because usually we would just put on, you know, that, what was it? That emerald free dress, but this time we didn't. So this is kind of awkward. Perhaps we could see some of them together in Hyde Park. I was just about to take a shortcut through it to the races. So I've heard it's quite lovely this time of year. A visit to London would not be complete without seeing it. I have never once come to London and left without strolling through. Briar leans over to murmur in your ear. Yes, Briar. I could stay and make sure the carriage makes it there. You should go. We could be here for hours. Nope. Another park as if it were a map of my heart. I'll be honored to show it to you and to spend some time with another. Nope. Stroll through Hyde Park with Prince Hammy is exclusive and to spend time with him. I don't care. I would rather have Miss Parsons. Thank you for the offer, but I would prefer to ride today. I miss you terribly, but I understand. I shall bid you farewell for now and see you later. Yeah, sure. Prince Hammy bows to close the door. You faintly hear him whistling as he heads for the park. At the racetrack. So spectacular here. I wonder when the first race will begin. You approach the course, smiling wide as you hear the snorts and whinings of the horses. You see Briar and Mr. Malkaiser huddled close together by the track, standing close by Viscount Wesley and Mr. Chambers, who are minding horses. Meanwhile, Miss Holloway is placing bets under one of the tents. Well, I'm gonna interfere. You walk out to find Briar and Mr. Malkaiser by the track. Their eyes are intently at each other, not watching the horse at all, or noticing your presence. Mother always says it's in my best interest to focus on prize-winning horses, once they will secure a good claim for the family. As I'm certain someone of your stature must, though I find myself much more charmed by a new horse. Oh? Yes, I find this new horse to be irresistible. Calm yourself. Miss Malkaiser gently twines his fingers around Briar's. The new horse certainly enjoys your attention. Mr. Malkaiser, don't you already have a prize-winning horse? The two certainly look friendly together. I believe by the name of Miss Sutton, perhaps? Dakota. Miss Malkaiser and Briar lock eyes, his cheeks turning red. The two of them take a step away from each other. Back away. Note this has not escaped my attention. A jockey in navy and gold flies past you, paying no attention to your group. Wasn't that Edgewater Rider? Yes, I believe so. How exciting. They usually wave if they see the estate colors, but none of us remember. Yeah, right. You all turn your eyes to the ring and watch as the next race starts. You can see Mr. Mildcaster playing with Briar's hair in the corner of your eye. Master Mildcaster, won't you let Briar alone to enjoy the race? Won't you tell Briar more to... Nah, I'm friends. I'm bringing you guys up. She's never been, and you're making it possible for her to watch. I could do that, I suppose. Dakota, don't get sneaky. I could see them just fine if I wished to. Well, I can't watch in good faith if you're going to act this way. You raise the eyebrow of Briar and turn to leave. You catch Briar rolling her eyes at you with a small smile on her face. You hear Briar and Mr. Mildcaster return to giggling as you leave them to explore more of the event. I'm separating them like I don't care. Viscount Wesley, Mr. Chambers. Miss Holloway. I'm leaving you for last, even though I don't like the Viscount. Let's say we should find Mr. Chambers and Viscount Wesley admiring the racehorses. Mr. Chambers bows when he sees you approach. Mr. Chambers, my best friend. Lady Dakota, come to admire the fine contenders as well. I've heard great talk of Edgewater's horses. As have I. It's still to finally see them race. You glance over at Viscount Wesley, muttering to himself as he looks peculiarly at one of the horses. So this is what passes racehorse today. Might they do stronger, faster? Viscount Wesley, how do you do? I haven't seen you since the card game. Your game? No, we last spoke at the card game. Okay. Do you not recall Miss Parsons? Viscount sighs and shakes his head. But no matter, I found the one. Already? My lord, do you not mean the fifth? You work? No, it's not a trick. I'm in talks with the young girl's family. Talking to him is like... Viscount Wesley leans in close, eyeing you like curiously. Unless you... I am not. Oh, no, certainly not. Excuse me, I need to go somewhere. That isn't here. Enjoy the races. Why can't I talk to Mr. Chambers more? Frantically turn back to Mr. Chambers, but he's nowhere to be seen. You leave to search for him when you hear a soft voice from... Ooh. You turn the corner to see Mr... Ooh! Yo! Ooh, Mr. Chambers, get that! Get that! Turn the corner to see Mr. Connery chill his fingers down Mr. Chambers' cheek, muttering softly to himself. I missed you yesterday. As did I. Can't wait to see you. Ooh. Mr. Chambers cuts Mr. Convey's face in his hands as they kiss him. Oh my god. Mr. Chambers and Miss Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn away. He said distant themselves from each other. Mr. Chambers strains his jacket, his cheeks turning red. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey Dakota, wherever you thought you saw just now, I support. So calm yourself. I hope I can count on your Yes, you can. I'll take it to my grave. Mr. Chambers, you have my word. What can you promise me in return? F you. You have my word. I'll take it to my grave. If I have to. I've been known to be very discreet when needed. Thank you, Lady Dakota. And please know you can depend upon me to return a favor should the need ever arise. Miss Convey nods to you and whispers Mr. Chambers' ear. You curse and return to the races. As you glance back, you catch Mr. Convey pull Mr. Chambers towards the stable. Ooh, about to get freaky. I need to stop. You walk up to Miss Holloway and notice Miss Sun by herself, staring wide-eyed at the passing horses. Ooh, look at them all. Miss Sun leads in over the railing, drawn in by the galloping creatures. That racehorse is mad. Ah! Miss Sun jumps back a few paces and returns to admiring the horses. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Miss Holloway hand some money to a man in a brown suit. You walk over to her. Place it all in Belleton Hall. Miss his hat and notes it down in a small journal. Miss Holloway knows you and looks you up and down. You bet on horses? Kinda watch Edgewater lose. Doubtful. I hear the Edgewater estate has some of the finest horses here. So now, Lady Dakota, Belleton Hall has yet to lose this year. We only breed the fastest horses. Is that so? Perhaps a friendly wager for the next race. We have to be friends first. and that is not going to happen. Then an unfriendly wager instead? Very well, who do you wish to bet on? I mean, I'm betting on my peeps. £10 in the Edgewater Estate to beat Bellington Hall. I wager the same for Bellington Hall to beat the Edgewater Estate. Of course, though I hate the thought of taking money from someone so new to it. Miss Holloway turns to focus on the track. You roll her eyes and watches the jockeys and horses enter. May the best lady win. You are so gonna lose. Oh, I will. Soon the starting flag is waved. The jockeys spring into action as their horses kick up the dirt. And they're all, can I like cheer them on? Give them some encouragement? The horses barrel down the track, gallop at full speed with their legs extended as far as they'll go. Go, go! For the Earl! Show those peasants what Bellington Hall is worth. The horses finally reach the halfway point with Edgewater Bellington neck and neck. Edgewater's pulling ahead. Enjoy while it lasts. Our horses are bred exclusively to win. Your eyes are glued to the track as the horses turn to the final corner, and the Bellington Hall horse pulls ahead just as they cross the finish line. I knew it. Ha! What did I tell you? Bellington Hall never loses. Pastor Edgewater will have better luck in the future. You bet on the wrong horse, but stay true to Edgewater. That's why I won it. I wanted to stay true to my peeps. You were set to fail from the start. You should have bet on my state to win. F you. I would never betray my state for any amount of money. That is where we differ. Miss Holloway glares at you. I won't have you distracting me from the rest of the races. Miss Holloway turns on her heels and takes further stance. Well, then I'll see what others are up to instead. You turn and walk in the opposite direction, Miss Holloway. A while later, you finally make your way to the box seats to join several familiar faces, but the only open seat is next to Duke Richards. Why? Before you can search for another spot, the Duke waves you over to him. I did call it excellent timing. I was about to give up the seat I had saved for you. You should have. You should have gave it up. You really did not need to save a place for me. I know, and I'm incredibly thoughtful. You're welcome. Before you can refuse, the Duke pulls you down to sit in the open spot. Lady Decor, I swear the sight of you makes all the other women disappear. You should bring them back then. Your Grace, thank you, but you shouldn't say such things. It must be odd to only see half the dance. I wish you could disappear. You seem to be ever present. Something about you simply draws me in. Playing hard to get is not working at all. Duke Richards leans closer to you, whispering in your ear. If you didn't want me to say such things, you should try to be less alluring. He likes when I play hard to get. I like to focus on the event now. Oh yes, how rude of me. I'm sure you never been to anything like this before. Let me explain. How to explain? It's not that hard to follow. Junkies take their place at the line there, you see? It's not even gonna listen. Perhaps we can simply watch the race instead of talking through them. Come now, I don't want the entertainment to be lost on you. I'm pretty entertained. The lady would like to watch, Your Grace. You turn around to see Mrs. Sinclair entering the stands. Yes, I would. I only wish for Lady Decor to have the best experience possible. Then you won't mind if she accompanies me somewhere more accommodating. A quiet place to watch the races does sound ideal right now. I can't speak specifically for you, Lady Decor. I never asked you to do such a thing. We shall let the lady decide for herself. Suddenly, a mischievous grin spreads across the Duke's face. Have a better idea, you and me on the track. What? Really? Whoever comes in first place, the company of Lady Decor for the day. I'm not some prize you could offer. Indeed, I'm not discussing this any longer. Miss Claire offers you his arm, and you're about to take when Duke Richard shoos you out of his seat and pushes Mrs. Claire's arm away. Your Grace, Lady Dakota should get a fair chance to watch. The Duke turns his fear on Miss Malcaster. Miss Malcaster, you chose now to speak up? How very interesting. Seeing as there is not enough space for everyone in this box, perhaps we should race for our seats. Miss Malcaster, beware of your words. I'll take on you and any other man who thinks he could best me. Miss Malcaster stares at the Duke of Charlotte. Prince Hammy's eyes lit up. I would be up for races. I was like, really though? And you, Miss Malcaster, are you man enough to face me? Don't let him goad you like this. Miss Malcaster swallows hard and nods. Mrs. Clara takes Duke Richard's seat as the man leads Miss Malcaster and Prince Hammy down to the starting line. This is bad. The men mount the horses, and before anyone could object, they take off, barreling down the track. Brad rushes up to join you at the railing, looking terrified. Why are they playing the Crown the Flame music? Mr. Malcaster's racing, but he has no training. Duke just wanted to cause trouble. Mr. Malcaster never should have been involved. Hiya! Hiya! Yeah, faster now! Yeah, trick, yeah! Brad grabs your hand. You feel it trembling as your eyes never waver from the race. I can't believe it was Dakota. Yeah, your eyes are glued to Mr. Malcaster. Whoa, Diamond! They're halfway through it, so close, oh dear. Who do you think will win? I have no clue. I mean, I don't want Duke Richards to win. Anybody but him, please. You know what? I'm a bet on my brother. He is an underdog. Maybe that will help his chances? I hope so. As the men round the last corner, Miss Malcaster tries to pull ahead of Duke, but takes the turn too quickly and Duke Richards cuts him off. How? You won't win. Ah. Mr. Malcaster's horse shies back and stumbles, crashing heavily to the fence. The horse's leg turns with the oh, and they both sprawl across the dirt. No. No. Ram and Miss Sun are already out of their seats, running for the track as Duke Richards crossed the finish line in first place. He stands frozen and shocked by the railing. The Duke trots around doing the victory lap, while Mr. Malcaster remains on the ground. Mr. Ziegler hisses beside you. The fool! He'd be lucky if he didn't break his neck. This is all Duke Richards' fault. That poor horse. Prince Hammy's horse crossed the fence line a moment later. He smiles, but his face quickly falls to see Mr. Malcaster, motionless on the ground. The prince leaps off his horse and rolls over. Good sir, speak to me. Are you injured? Come now, where's my victory praise? This dude is such a scumbag. The Duke is still bowing and waving, his eyes on the stands. I hope this helps Miss Malcaster learn something. I hope Miss Malcaster isn't injured. That looked like a nasty fall. Miss Malcaster sits upright, holding his head. What about the horse, though? At least he's moving. Fortune favors him. What about the horse, though? Mrs. Osaka lets her alongside as he turns his attention towards the Duke, who is bragging to onlookers about his victory. Excuse me, Lady Decorum, I can no longer stomach this event. Please send Mr. Malcaster my best wishes. I'll pass your lengthy best wishes along. As Mrs. Sinclair storms out, you rush over to the racetrack. Your bride and Miss Sun both hover over Mr. Malcaster. Prince Hammy helps Mr. Malcaster to his feet and Briar swoops in. What about the horse? Like, sorry, not sorry, but I'm worried about the horse. Like, it injured its leg. You madman, how can you let the Duke make you risk yourself like that? I'm hurt, just a little shake. What about the horse? Like, someone, please. Only a little shaking, you're looking your body. The horse, though. Briar starts dusting on Miss Malcaster's clothes. What are you doing? Aren't you... Briar was just trying to help. But why? She has no loyalty to him. Briar blushes and steps away from Miss Malcaster, making room for Miss Sun to fawn over him. I'm glad you're unhurt, sir. I'll leave you now and your lady alone. Briar scampers off and you turn your attention to the small crowd of people gathered next to you. What about the horse? Diamond walks around slowly, avoiding putting weight on her front right leg. Poor girl. Mr. Harper emerges from the crowd and says, Yes, Mr. Harper. I'm glad you're here. Slowly approaches the mare, eyeing her leg. Is it broken? No, it looks like a bowed tendon. She'll be fine, but needs immediate care if she's to race again. Mr. Harper gently runs his fingers along the back of Diamond's leg to confirm her injury. She flinches. Watch out! Uh-oh. Whoa, girl. I'll need an extra pair of hands to steady Diamond while I work on her leg. Mr. Harper turns to the people in the crowd, but they avoid his pleading gaze. He finally looks to you. Lady Dakota, will you help me? Me? You don't think a groom could better assist you? I've seen how calm the horses are around you. You have a gift. There's no one else I would rather have. Well... You glance at Diamond and see the desperation in her eyes. Follow Mr. Harper to the stables and exclusively to help him tend the Diamond in for a chance to prove your relation. If this was Miss Parsons, I would say yes. Thank you, Mr. Harper, but I don't have a vast knowledge of horses and wouldn't want to get in the way. I have the most utmost confidence in your abilities. Thank you, Lady Dakota, I understand. As you take to your care, Mr. Harper calls for a groom and they soothingly lead Diamond to the stables. Poor thing. Later that night, you come down from your room and see Mr. Marcus reading letters while Miss Sun flits around him. Miss Marcus, should you really be reading with all your injuries? I don't want you hurting your head more. I'm fine, Miss Sun, just... Do you feel feverish? Where are your aches? Miss Sun puts one hand on Miss Marcus' forehead, feeling for a fever, and passes down his side with the other. Oh, I know something that will cheer you up. I've been thinking about where our wedding should be. First, I wanted it at my home, and then I was thinking of church. What? But would it be my church or your church? Anyway, I decided we should marry at Edgewater. And it's the wedding. How is a man to dig with all this blather? Miss Marcus storms out of the room, clutches his head. Miss Sutton turns to you, pouting. Oh, he never wants to discuss our wedding. I don't know why. Surely it'll be after the season. We've already put it off for 2 years. We must make some plans soon. What does the Countess say about the wedding? She's usually the one who delays it. What? Wait, what? That's because Miss Marcus was never stooped to marry someone like you. Countess here he is leading you on. I believe it. I beg your pardon? I've seen Miss Marcus flirting with Miss Holloway. No. Yes. I don't know anything for certain, but we both know the Countess has ambitions for Miss Marcus, and that she's the one delaying the wedding. What were you saying? I think she may be stringing you along till she finds Miss Marcaster a more advantageous match. Truly? You know, Miss Sun's lip starts to quiver. She throws her arms around you and lets out a wail. I should have forced Miss Marcaster a day years ago. Hey, at least we got her trust. Thank you for telling me this, Lady Dakota. I think you're my only truly fan. You deserve to know the truth, Miss Sutton. She untangles herself from you and gives you a forced smile for leaving the drawing room. So much drama. The next evening. You're in the parlor embroidery with your grandmother. She studies shorthand as you guide your needle through the fabric. So what's going to pop off? You're well on your way to becoming a compass lady. You should surpass Miss Holloway in her studies in no time. Is that not why every lady practices their embroidering? To surpass the Miss Holloways of the season? You share a lot with your grandmother. I never did ask how you enjoyed the race yesterday. I heard Edgewater's horses made quite the showing, though. Well, it was something else. But I enjoyed the competition to accompany the horses. I enjoyed the horses. I adore watching them compete. They're so fast, they made the stands tremble. Yes, my dear, they're all very well. And I also heard you said... No. Lady Grandma, you cannot keep throwing me at the Duke. It's unseemly. Did you know he nearly killed Miss Marcus while showing off? I'm sure it's great so. Lady Grandmother. But before the dowry contest can utter another word, Mr. Woods enters and hands your grandmother like, no, please don't tell me our dad died. 1,000 apologies, my lady. Messenger just arrived with this from Edgewater. Please don't let it be bad news. Thank you, Woods. Thank you, Woods. That will be all. I wonder what news come at this time. Please, please, no. Grandmother's words stopped short. Oh, no, no. Lady Grandmother, what is it? Handshake, she hands you the parchment. Please, no. Please, no, please, no. Dower Countess Dominic at Edgewater. No. I'm sorry to inform you that the Earl's illness has grown more severe. He has come down with yellow fever. No. No. I'm about to throw hands with Henrietta. Like I have to. I fear there is not much time left and urge you to come to Edgewater at once. Godspeed in your travels. Your humble servant, Dr. Kerrigan. You guys hold the letter to your heart. Your grandmother still stunned into silence. Father. Next time I desire Decorum, with your father's health faded fast, will you return to Edgewater in time to see her, or will someone... No, we are going to see him. Like, we have to. Because I don't want to have regrets that I miss being with him in this last few minutes, hours. I don't know how long he has. I'm just so pissed. Oh, I need to sing the Countess, and I need to throw hands. I need to throw hands right now. Because there is no doubt that she poisoned him. I mean, she killed his son. So she's just killing all of us all. And we haven't even, like, found a match and got married to them. I'm so pissed. So anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of Desire Decorum. So see you then. Bye-bye.